This is the plaintiff, Brian Williams. He says he hired the defendant to do some work on his iron gates, and she botched the job big time. He thought she had a reliable company. He's given her $10,000 worth of work and is owed a refund of $2,300 because the defendant, as it turns out, does shoddy work. So he's suing for just that. This is the defendant, Karina Velasco. She says she fabricated iron gates for the plaintiff. And a month or two after the job was completed, he called to say the gates fell off their tracks. Turns out the gates were hit by a car. Now he's been trying to get her to fix them for free. She wishes the guy was honest about what happened, but now that he lied to her, she wants nothing to do with him. She's accused of bending a customer out of shape.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff says that the ironwork the defendant did on his fence was substandard, and as a result, he wants his money back. The defendant claims the guy ran his car into his iron gate, and he's now looking for a free repair job. It's the case of Iron Man, the lawsuit.
Thank you, Douglas. All right, Mr. Williams, you are suing Ms. Velasco's company for $2,300. You want a refund of $1,300 for work that you paid them for and they have not fixed, and $1,000 for pain and suffering for leading you on for quite a while regarding the work. Can you tell me what happened?
Well, Judge, I had more than one job done through the company. When I first bought my second house in Newark, I found them on Google, and they had some good reviews. So I figured they were a good company. I wanted to keep the money locally in Newark. So I called and spoke to her, Karina, and she was nice and everything. So they came out, gave me an estimate of
Okay, they did the first job on the first house, and everything was fine with that. Is the house that where everything goes wrong the second house or the third house that you hire them for?
Second house.
Second house. So you hire them for the second house, and you pay them to put, did they install the gate or they were reworking the gate?
Instead of gates opening from the inside out, I asked them to make rolling gates.
Okay.
So they said they can do that.
Okay.
So they charged me $3,500 for that job.
All right.
Did the gates work fine? No problems. But I needed adjustments made to the sliding gate so that cars can get in easily and get out easily.
So you hired them to do what?
So I hired them. I had them come back a second time to adjust the rolling gates to allow more space for cars to come in and out.
Okay.
They said,
but when you say adjust, they charged you $1,300 that second time, right?
To move the pole.
Right. So it's not just adjust. They were going to be doing something, and your ultimate goal was for the gate to slide more?
My ultimate goal was for
the opening to be bigger.
More space. Right, the opening for the cars to go in.
Okay, so when do they do the $1,300 job?
They did the $1,300 job on 4/20/2021.
Okay. All right, and then what happens?
So what happened was about on June 17th, I informed them that the large gate, because there's a small section and a large section. So I informed them that the large section of the gate came off track. They said, okay, we're going to come out, we're going to come and inspect it. So now, later on, the smaller gate came off track.
When you say off track, I'm not sure what you mean. Like, you can't just go like this and put it back on track?
No.
Okay.
They're very heavy gates. They're very heavy. So once they come off track, the problem is this wheel at the bottom of it, and there's a piece around midsection holds the gate in position. So if that piece breaks off, the gate can no longer be in position anymore.
All right, so you're not going to mess with it.
Right. I can't put them back up because the piece in the midsection broke off. So the gates would no longer be able to move back and forth.
All right, so I see a series of texts where you are begging them to come out, and they are repeatedly saying to you that they who are you texting with? Is that with Ms. Velasco?
Yes.
Okay, and they don't come out. And they tell you they're going to come out, then they don't come out, then they tell you they're going to come out, they don't come out, and that goes on for how long?
that goes on for about 3 to 4 months.
Okay.
So finally, they do come out and they say, okay, in order to fix the job, we got to add new posts to the gates so they can stand firmly and securely without coming off.
Who tells you that?
Okay.
Wait, stop. Who tells you that?
Karina via text message.
So let me ask you, according to your complaint, did they remove a post in order to make the opening bigger for you in that $1,300 job? Or did they move a post? Did they remove a post or move a post? What did they do?
I asked them, even in the picture, right? I asked them to move the post over, right? So they have to remove a post in order to put another post in another location. But they told me, they said, hey, the one post will hold the one gate and the other post will hold the other gate. So me being a novelist, I don't know. I'm not a iron worker. I don't have no idea how these things work.
All right. So when they say we're going to add a post, do they say, and that'll cost you X, or it's on them? They don't say that. All right.
On them.
Do they ever come back and do the job?
No.
So at some point you ask for your $1,300 back, and what? They just stop answering entirely?
Yes.
And then you send them a picture of your small claims complaint, and she says, all right, we'll have somebody there next week. Just give us another week. And then what happens that other week?
No, they didn't come out. They didn't come.
That other week they didn't come, and then you file the complaint. All right, let me hear from you, Ms. Velasco.
Okay. So on March 26th, we completed the job, which was making the gates, instead of being two-door, we made it a rolling gate. That was a total of $3,500. Perfect. Everything was good. On April 19th, we did receive a message from Mr. Brian that he wanted us to make his driveway bigger. So what we did is we removed it.
Removed what? What did you remove?
The post.
So he's right that you removed the post in order to achieve what he wanted. And then what happens?
Correct.
Go ahead.
So we completed the job June 17th, which was to remove the post and make his driveway bigger. Then he sent us a message saying that
how much later? I do want the date on that. Does he send that message?
I do not have it. I know I completed the job June 17th. It must have been probably weeks later. I'm not sure.
Okay, so it was a tight time. It was like a week later. Okay, go ahead.
Correct. And then he said that one of the gates fell off. So during that time, our shop did get flooded. One of our employees did get COVID. I contacted him. One of my guys went out, did check. I know they also took pictures, and they said that one of the gates was vented. So that meant either that one of the cars hit it, probably backing up or going in, and that's probably why it fell off.
Okay, now I'm going to need to see. Wait, don't go on to the next thing. I need proof of what you just said. Did you send those pictures in?
I did.
Okay, these are the only two pictures we have from you, which you sent in today. And these don't show a bent railing.
No, that was when the job was completed.
Okay, no, what I need is proof of what you just said. Let me tell you why. If, in fact, your worker said, look, here's evidence a car hit it, I expect to see that in the text you have back and forth with him. And I have to tell you, I read through 80 pages of text, and I don't see it. I don't see you saying to him, a car hit it, this is a repair. I don't see that. So
no, I did not send him text message. I did call him.
There you go. But see, I don't have proof of that. And watch this. Did she ever tell you that a car hit it, Mr. Williams? Right. So I expect to see it because there's constant chatter between you two, mostly on his part. Like every 10 texts he sends you, begging you to go by there, you will answer one of them. Even when you guys don't show up. And he says, hey, are you coming? What time are you coming? I'm here. Are you coming? I'm here. You guys don't answer. So I'm going to need to see proof that your investigation revealed user error on his tenant's part as opposed to mechanical error on the repair. Because actually what I see is you saying we'll have to add another post. So you've admitted that you took out a post to do his job. Don't do the job if it's not going to work. Right, but if you do a job, you're the expert. It's got to work with the removed post. Then all of a sudden I see your text to him telling him, look, we're going to have to add a post. Okay, then that's you repairing the $1,300 job. So I expect you to finish it. If your defense in front of me is a car hit it and I have proof, show me the proof.
So my question and my statement is, An iron gate does not fall off. The posts are not bent. The rail, which he said is perfectly fine. The only thing between an iron gate is the wheel and the rail.
Okay, do you think that I've never had an iron gate? Because iron gates fall off for reasons other than a car hitting it. I'm telling you that right now.
Maybe they pushed it or they
No,
pulled it.
darling, no. And you know you're lying to me when you say that, because I've had iron gates my whole life, and then all of a sudden it's off the thing, and then I get,
Then you
I get
probably
myself
hired not
into,
a good
don't talk
company.
over me. Don't talk over me. I get
Okay,
myself
sorry.
and two other people, and I lift it and put it back on, and usually we're okay. That's why I had asked him that question. But we have a structural issue here, which is you remove the post to make it bigger, and then I have you in text saying that you need to add a post. So let's go to the text, and let me not put words in your mouth. I see you say, this week my guys will go to your location to see what they have to do, and they will send you pictures. Do you know what day they're coming? I'd like to be there. Hello, Brian. I'll find out tomorrow and get back to you. Hello, they are passing by today. They passed by. Yay! Exclamation point. They will start working on one of the gates this week. They have to install the posts. Not your tenant hit it with the car, but they have to install the posts. So please tell me how this is his error or his tenant's error.
The post that he told us to remove, we removed it to make it bigger. That's
Yeah, but
what
not
he
if it
wanted.
doesn't
That's
work
what
and the
we-
thing goes off. They expect you to have the talent to know how to be able to do it. Now all of a sudden you're saying, yeah, I guess we do have to add another post to fix
Okay,
it. You don't
it
say
did
your tenant
work.
hit the gate. You know what? Give this guy back his money. You don't get $1,000 for pain and suffering, but you do get back your $1,300. Hire another company that actually responds to you and treats you like your business matters, okay? You are not at the mercy of a contractor. You aren't. I know you feel you are, and maybe you were during COVID, but things are getting better. You do not need to beg somebody to do their job. You're going to get back your $1,300 from her verdict for the plaintiff.
Thank you, Judge.
So the judge finds for the plaintiff he's going to get his $1,300 back. Ms. Velasco, how do you feel about that? What's your reaction to that?
I feel like it's not fair because he asked us to remove the post. We did remove the post. We left the job perfect. It could open and close, and then weeks later they call and say that the gates fall off. So,
Yeah, well,
like I
because
said, it got hit by a car, or someone pushed it or pulled it too hard. Because the posts are still in position and the rails are still in position also.
Well, you still had to come back and put in posts, because there was a mistake there. Mr. Williams, the big question to you is, number one, why on earth didn't you go to some other company to get help? Why'd you keep dealing with them?
I want to do that, but I really want to give them an opportunity to just come and finish the job, fix their work so I can just move on. But, I guess I was just being too patient. I should have just did what I had to do and not wait any longer.
I mean, are there other companies in your area that do that kind of work, or were they the only ones, that you could turn to?
No, there are other companies in the area. I just wanted to give them a chance.
In any event, you're going to get your money, the $1,300, and hopefully you can get your gates fixed. Are they fixed yet?
No, not yet. It's in the process.
Not yet? Really?
I'm getting estimates now to get it done.
Okay. Good luck to you. Hope
Thank you
you
so
get
much.
those gates fixed.
So, Doug, in this case, no pain and suffering. And here's why. This is really a breach of contract case. You can get pain and suffering when usually, this is the typical, there's exceptions to this, when there's personal injury or some kind of emotional distress. It's called in the law a tort. That means that by getting injured, you would feel pain, or even if it's emotional, you would feel upset. With a contract, it's basically considered a piece of paper that is lifeless between two people. And even if you get pissed off at the other person because that person is breaking the contract or whatever, it's not the same kind of emotional upset. You cannot get pain and suffering for breach of contract.
What's the last time you had to write up a resume?
Boy.
I guess for you or for anybody.
Oh, for me or for anybody? Well, the last time I had to do anything that resembles a resume, I suppose, is the last judicial application to be a circuit court judge. That's when you have to put all your qualifications out there.
Right. That would have been in the 90s.
The last time I worked on a resume is all 3 of my daughters always send me stuff to proofread, and all of their friends, and to, to edit.
Right.
So that's the last time, and our daughters all have had resumes since, I don't know, I guess since when they were applying to colleges and stuff, or applying for jobs even.
We do a lot of proofreading.
We do a lot of proofreading.
Editing.
But when was the last time you?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Your own.
My own resume? Probably right when I was coming out of college.
Coming out of college.
Yeah, and that would have been in the 80s. And
so what kinds of things did you have in the 80s on your resume?
Oh my God, well, let's see what kind of amazing experiences I had. My work experience section would have said meat packing plant, wax lip factory, busboy, waiter, pizza delivery guy. I mean, I'm sure every place that I gave it to, the first thing that went through their head was, "Oh my God, we can't let this guy get away." Look at it.
He worked at a wax lip factory. He's full of qualifications.
Look, I think I can drive. Come on. So I'm sure it just blew him away, right? But I haven't had to do one in a long, long time.
Yeah, that's a privilege of age.